Hey everybody, how's it going? Now listen. Ah, ah. Oh my god. The reason you're not getting me live doing onions is because I haven't even canned those beans yet. Here's the deal. I I needed this. I just finished watching a clip from Late Night with Stephen Colbert, where he had Justin Trudeau on. And well, I did it. I tried to do a reaction video. I really did. I tried to do a reaction video. But the problem with that is, and why is my chat? Why is there we go. The problem with that is I had to do it 3 times because I get Trudeau triggered Tourette's. And he's the one who talks about misinformation and disinformation when they just spread it like crazy. So I watched some of the clip, recorded my reactions, and now I have to smudge and cleanse, and I'll be editing it for Rumble tonight. So first things first. The only time I see up is 4:38. No, that's when I started. That's when I arranged the live. If you look at the title in the thumbnail, it says 5 p.m. So let's just start getting rid of the negativity right off. Ooh, I'm burning myself, burning my clothes. Hey, Katrina, babe. Oh, smoke. Sacred light sage, please cleanse. Cleanse me of negativity. Please keep negativity from coming into the chat. Lift our thoughts, our prayers, and our hopes to the Creator on your smoke. How's it going, everybody? We'll wait a few minutes for folks to come in. And did anybody else see that Late Night with Stephen Colbert 2 days ago that Just Inflation Trudeau was on? Oh, excuse me. I keep... Oh. We'll give it a minute for everybody to come in, and then I'll tell everybody to say hi. After this, I'm getting my beans in the canner, and then Howie and he's still working downstairs. Poor man got almost all the floor down, and he realized there was a problem with one board in the center, and he's had to take it all back up and redo it. My poor man. Just heard a phone call from Nan. Her phone's not working right, so it got crackled and everything else, but they're coming. They must have been watching my live stream because they're coming for Thanksgiving. So and if Briar's not back at work by then, we'll see if he wants to come too. Oh, you know what? It's taken us many, many years. When you say you feel bad for Howie, it's taken us many, many years to learn that when you get tired, stop. When you get tired, stop. Because if you make mistakes, then you're really tired by the end and you go, forget about it. It's fine when it's not, right? That's how, the floor got wrecked in the first place. A mistake. It's okay. My boyfriend just hit his pen. There's been no drama in my life at all for 2 months because of that pen. I gotta love it. Hey, Corey, how's it going? So we're going to give it a few more minutes for folks to come in, and then we'll go. We'll do our positive vibrations, our good vibrations. Excuse me. I'll have to send Mom an email saying, don't bring any pies. Just bring like ice cream or whipped cream. Excuse me. Thanksgiving here in Canada is on the 14th of October. On the 14th of October. So I have time to plan. Having a cup of tea and a biscuit or two. Hello, hello, hello. All right, listen, I'm going to tell everybody now. We've been here 5 minutes. Everybody, say hello. You've got 30 seconds to say hello so that you'll be in the participants list, and we'll go from there so I can say hi and shout out to do a shout out to everybody. And I can calm down behind my fan. For all you canners out there, I got to tell you, 4 jars. Let me just check because I want to I'll give you the right information as to when it is happening. Okay, that wouldn't be it. Where is it? I thought I saw. Okay, it's got to be on here then. I have so many email addresses, it's not funny. Okay. September 27th until the 30th only, spend $50 plus, like spend more than $50 and get 24 lids, 12 regular mouth, 12 wide free. Orders over $50 enter you into a giveaway. 10 winners, $2,000 in prizes, and that ends September 30th. So you have to do all your shopping by the 30th. Let's see. From September 27th to the 30th, when you spend $50 or more before tax and shipping, you'll receive 24 lids, 12 regular mouth, 12 wide, plus every $50 plus order before tax and shipping automatically enters you in a $2,000 giveaway with 10 lucky winners. Don't wait. Take advantage of this incredible deal today. Best regards, 4 jars. Now, if you use my coupon code, half acre, all one word in capital letters, you get an additional 50% off. And shipping in anything over $50 is free shipping in the US. Any sales over $100, excluding tax, in Canada are free shipping after that. So, hey, Lynn. All right. Let me just pop out the participants list while I was reading that and say hello. Aloha, Seashell. Katrina, babe. Colleen. Corey. Don't poke the bear, Corey. Freaky Friday reference. Abby, Iggy. Aaron M75, Glenn Ludwig, Kadeen, it's gotta be Kadeen, Lacey Black, Lena K, Linda Bopp, Liz F, Lynn Smith, Michelle Jones, Our Journey Homestead, Plain Jane, and Regina or Regina, Bruce Witz. I got to tell you a funny story. In my family, when we raise children, we're very frank about sexual education. We believe that the body is beautiful, and therefore, there is no bad questions and for children, right? So one day, I'm not going to mention any names. One of the children in my family asked his mummy where babies came from. And to the best of his mummy's ability, she told him. Without going into too much detail, because I think it was about 6 at the time. So one day, he's out in the park playing with some friends, and there's an argument going on. And the little guy's mother goes, "What's the problem?" And he goes, "Mom, do you lie?" And she said, "No." "Did you lie to me?" And she said, "No." "Why?" He said, "Babies come from Regina." And the little girl he was talking to thought her mother couldn't get pregnant because she wore pantyhose. There's your laugh for the day. There's your laugh for the day. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's a beautiful, mild day out there. And we're having lovely fall weather. And I'm glad I bought a turkey because Mom and Karen are coming for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to have to get Howie to bring up the spare bed and put it in my room that weekend. And I'll sleep with him somehow. Probably hurt my back because he's got the memory foam mattress down there. So that's your giggle and your life, your light lifting story for today. But anyway, oh, excuse me. Supper's almost ready. And I just needed to come in and look at the shining faces or, familiar names of my folks, of my community, so that I could lighten up my vibrations. Because, see, everybody thinks I should do, oh God, I can't believe my teeth are so worn down at an angle. I can't. Anyway, everybody who knows me knows that I have certain political opinions, and I have opinions, and they're all my opinions. Okay. Even when I do research, I tell everybody else, do your own research. But it's very difficult for me to do political reaction videos or any kind of political video because it has a very negative reaction on me. It gets me angry. It gets me enraged that, people accuse other people of lying and all this stuff. And they skew everything to make it look, it's a lot of mudslinging and name calling and nothing's getting done. Okay. So when I do record a Rumble, and I have recorded one today, on to smudge and cleanse. I still have to edit that. So that should be on Rumble tomorrow. It's called Mrs. V Reacts to Trudeau being on the Stephen Colbert Show. So anyway, that's what made me think of it, Regina. Is it Regina or Regina? How do you pronounce it? Hey, Freaky Geek. I so agree. They like to drag others' names through the mud, but it's been like that forever. Well, yeah. But the thing is whatever happened to integrity? I mean, I listened to Stephen Colbert compare Pierre Poilievre to Hitler. He didn't do it. He didn't come right out and call him little Hitler or anything like that. But he spoke of, far-right fascism and xenophobia. And I lost it. I had to do this thing 3 times because, and the fact that, the audience was applauding every time Justin Trudeau spoke made me gag, literally made me gag, right? Because if that was a Canadian audience, an unfiltered Canadian audience, he would have had to leave. The boos and the anger from all of the people that he's grinding under his fascist-like boot heel. Because fascism is like a dictatorship. And how a man who has less than 1/3 of the seats in Parliament, dictates and destroys our country is beyond me. And I know it's not beyond me because he made a great big long running deal with Jagmeet Singh, which Jagmeet tore up. And now they're doing it they're going to vote by vote basis. And it doesn't matter if nobody else wants the Liberal Party to win on a motion, because the Bloc Québécois will come in and support them if the NDP doesn't. It's wrong. The Bloc Québécois is a federal party, but they are pretty much isolated completely in Quebec. They don't have too many parties throughout the rest of Canada that I'm aware of, like too many seats in the rest of Canada, because they are a Quebec separatist. Quebec is its own deal. And the fact they should not be allowed to back federal motions when the federal motions aren't going to affect them, because it's the rest of the country that's going to get affected because they're making deals. It's really, really, really wrong. The whole thing has to be rebuilt. But that's just my opinion. Okay? And I'm going to smudge again because that's as far as I can go. Right? But I listen to them talk. And they have ways of saying things that lead people to believe that, he's the best man for the job. Let me tell you something. The only person who actually thinks Trudeau is the best man for the job, like honestly believes that, is Trudeau himself. Everybody else, they either want him gone or they want to keep him in long enough to get what they want out of him. And, consequently, out of the Canadian people. So that's my political rant for the day. I have said nothing that I should receive strikes for. Okay? Oh, smoke of the sacred one sage, please. Please free me and cleanse me of negativity. Help us to lift our vibrations, lift our thoughts, our prayers, and our needs on your smoke to the Creator. Oh, hey, speaking of needs, how's the news with the hurricane? Is it Hurricane Helen? See, we don't often think of these things because we don't get a lot of vicious weather like that. We get like snowstorms and we get the occasional, twister or whatever, right? Yeah, exactly, Liz. Thank you. There's a link you can look at all the cards. You would sweat your pants seeing them all. This has been a huge, rich scam. What are you talking about? The card game from 1994 called the Illuminati game? Oh, I'll have to look that up. But the fact that, like, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a good politician. All right? But our only hope is Pierre Poilievre. And I have not heard that man lie. I have heard Trudeau say things like, oh, Pierre Poilievre wants to sell off federal lands to make a quick buck, but we're going to release unused federal lands and buildings to lease to Canadians long term so that everybody benefits. How does everybody benefit when they don't own the land they're putting their home on? If they don't own the land, they can't own the house. Do you understand? Pierre Poilievre has all along said, we will take unused federal lands and buildings and release them for building homes and care facilities and buildings for people to live in. People can own. They can actually own the land, right? He's, it is what it is. It was the game sponsored by the producers of The Simpsons. Even, okay, I can't say that out loud, just me, because and last I heard, the hurricane was heading into the Midwest. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that it has hit, or that their lives were interfered by it. There's weather, and then there's geoengineering. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, I couldn't watch the whole thing and I've never watched Late Night with Stephen Colbert, and now I never will. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, that's what I meant by geoengineering, freaky geek. Well, have a great holiday, and I believe that the other gentleman is the best man to run your country. I hope so. So let's talk about my tree. If you notice, my tree is bare. I'm thinking of decorating it in holiday fare, autumn things. And then the autumn things will be added to with Halloween things. Does that sound like fun? It's dark. The tree is bare. No, there's lights on it, but it is bare. That's just because I think I want to decorate it for autumn. What do you think? And I have an idea. I don't know if I told you guys this, but Howie found a gallon of Toronto Maple Leafs blue paint. And I'm going to get him to help me take down these curtains, take down these sheets, take down the lights, and paint the wall behind it blue, so that it actually gives it more depth. And I am going to change the lights too. They're too big for stars. I know. I love fall decorations too. Did you see the post I did on one of how Howie does it? Part of your old cloud look like a mouse to me. No, I didn't see that. I haven't been downstairs in a really long time. I haven't been downstairs in a very long time. I'm going to have to go downstairs Thanksgiving weekend, probably to sleep downstairs with Howie, unless the motorhome is still in the driveway, and then we'll sleep in there. But we have to move the motorhome because firewood's coming next week, and we need that part of the driveway. We need to be able to park in the driveway, but we also need to be able to get to the steps. So all the firewood has to kind of go up against the shop where the motorhome is right now. And we're getting 8 cord. So I really wish Arthur could come home for Thanksgiving, but it would be a nightmare for him gluten-wise with Nan and Karen coming. I think he's going to stay. I think he's going to celebrate Thanksgiving with some family elsewhere. Well, I just, I look back at the original piece of wall that I had my lights on and stuff, and it looked better. I'm going to show you here. See how my camera is not catching the clouds? So I want to kind of bring the clouds down the wall a little bit so that you see more of the clouds. And then I want to paint the wall blue, and I'm going to put a different kind of lights behind there. Too bad the wood didn't come when Briar was there. Yeah, well, we can only do so much, right? But the wood will get stacked. The wood will get stacked and piled, and it'll, like the roof, like how we reshingling the entire roof. It took them 2 weeks because we're getting old. But, it'll probably take them 2 weeks to stack the wood. I may even put on a girdle and try and help. Little by little. That's right. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Who would, I've heard, never mind. I want to talk about big game hunting. Maybe the other son, you mean the good son, we call him, Alex. Maybe. I guarantee if I offer him $100 and a roast beef dinner, he'll come over and help Howie pile wood. I almost guarantee it. Actually, I'm so proud I've got this save the date thing on my on my fridge because he's getting married next year. So I've got to get my sewing machines repaired because I want to make him a quilt, right? Even if it's just, you know, I mean, that is something you could think of that way. Howie has some help. Yeah. Everything, you're right, Liz. Everything will just turn out fine, right? We always manage to get things done. But I came on here to cleanse my soul a little bit and my spirit from, and I'm going to have to sage afterwards because I have to go edit it now. And also because I told you guys I was going to be doing onions, and I'll probably be doing them tomorrow. So I'll probably be living on our half-acre homestead tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to make a 1 chicken, how many meals starting of that video. So I just went through having my roof redone also, went through our insurance from weather damage. Ours is just the shingles were getting old. Like, we put the addition on in 2014 and those shingles were still really good, right? They're only 10 years old. But the shingles, we put 30-year shingles on this roof in 2009. And there's places where they were curling and lifting and it's like, okay, this was the decision. Do we strip the roof and put steel roofing on? And the problem with that is a major expense because you have to get you have to find a place that will accept shingles. You'd have to get a dumpster. That costs. Then there's the work of clearing the house of shingles, and then the expense of putting on a steel roof. Or we could just shingle over the original shingles. You can do a second layer. Some people even do a third. I wouldn't, but we know the trusses because we built this roof. So Howie said, I said, you know what? We'll get the best shingles we can afford. Like, you know, they're all lifetime warranty now, but that comes with all these stupid restrictions. But I'm 60 years old. Howie's 57. Those shingles, we should never have to do the roof again in our lifetime, right? So that's what we decided to do. We spent some money on the roof, and now we're spending some money on fixing the floor in the basement and doing touch-ups downstairs. And then Howie, I think we're going to use the Toronto Maple Leafs blue in the bathroom. So I just want one coat, right? This is close to Toronto Maple Leafs blue, okay? And I just want one coat. So a gallon of paint should do the back half of this room and the bathroom in 2 coats. I only need 1. I might need 2. I got an idea. Cook some food, call friends over for cookout and log stacking, and fix roof party with shingles. Well, the roof's done. Are you talking about me? The roof's done. Howie did it. Took him 2 weeks. We'll see. Okay. We'll see. Anyway, I need to go. I got to go put those beans in the canner. And I have editing to do while that's percolating away. But why don't we, now people are going to leave, and that's fine because not everybody has a faith. And if they do, maybe it doesn't align with some of the things we say or do. That's fine. There's no judgment if you leave. But right now, we're going to come together You link to your faith, I'll link to mine. And let's have a spiritual blessing, a spiritual prayer for each other. And I'm even going to pray for Trudeau. I'm even going to pray for Trudeau because that kind of anger that I have for that man is unhealthy. So I'm just going to give him to God right now. Okay. But it's easy to pray for people we care about. It's really hard to pray for the people we just can't stand. So, for all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual nourishment. You connect to your faith, I'll connect to mine. We'll do a couple of deep breaths and we'll fill our hearts and our minds and our souls with light from the Creator. Because everybody knows the way to push back at the darkness is with light. Hey, God, Creator of all, how's it going? Thank you, God, for bringing us together in this space of love and light and sharing. Thank you for bringing us together, that we can shed some negativity and lift each other up in the light of your love. God, there's a lot of people struggling at the moment. There's people that are dealing with terminal illnesses. There are people that are dealing with poverty, hurricanes, floods, droughts, all, economics, frustrations, all of these things that keep us coming back to you, God. Please, we lift ourselves, our friends, our family, and everybody who needs the light of your love up to you, God. Please pour your light down over on us like warm honey on toast. Fill us with the light of your love so that we may go forth shedding light and sharing light with anyone who needs it and continually pushing back at the darkness that swirls around us today. Thank you, God. Ah, ah, and namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Blessed be ye. Walk in the shining light of God's love. It's not the words. It's what's in your heart, right? And remember, folks, for a hug to actually have scientific medical benefits, the hug has to last 20 seconds. Do you know why? Because it takes you 20 seconds to relax into the person you're hugging, and then it becomes beneficial. Remember, hug those you love. Pray for those you can't stand. All right? Take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you again soon. Mwah. Thank you for lifting me up. I really needed it. All right? God bless.